Thank you for watching this informational video on how to complete Form FL-150, also known as an Income and Expense Declaration. The form is available in different languages for guidance only. The English form must be completed and submitted. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not legal advice. We will guide you through the steps and help you understand how to fill out your own forms. However, we are not responsible for the outcome of your case. Let's get started. Page 1 of the Income and Expense Declaration. The Income and Expense Declaration must be completed using blue or black pen. Do not use whiteout. If you make a mistake, simply draw a line through it and initial next to the correction. You'll enter your legal name, address, and phone number. This is how the court, the other party, and the Department of Child Support Services can contact you. Please keep in mind that any documents you provide will also be shared with the other parent. If there is any personal information you prefer to keep confidential, such as your home address or personal phone number, you may choose to leave it out. Include your email, the county where your case is filed, the court street address, the name of the petitioner, respondent, other party, and the case number. Next, you will complete Section 1, Employment Information. Write your employer, employer's address, phone number, occupation, start date, typical hours, and your current gross income. Please list your income and then select the appropriate box to identify if the income you provided is based on per month, per week, or a per hour pay rate. For self-employed individuals, gross income can be tricky. Use your profit and loss statement if you have one. Accuracy is key. The court needs the current and correct income information. If you have more than one job, repeat the steps in 1A through 1H on a separate sheet of paper. If you do not have a job, fill in details about your last employer. Make sure to include copies of your pay stubs for the last 2 months. Use a dark marker to cross out your Social Security number and any confidential personal information. Next is Section 2, Age and Education. Include vocational training or licenses, plumbing, HVAC, nursing, law, whatever applies to you. Next is Section 3, Tax Information. Enter the last year you filed taxes, your filing status, and the number of exemptions claimed on your taxes. For self-employed people, exemptions usually only include themselves, unless you claim others like a spouse or children. Section 4, Other Party's Income. Estimate the gross monthly income of the other party. If you don't know, write unknown and provide a brief explanation. Finally, fill in the date. Type or print your name on the left and sign your name on the right. Turn to page 2. At the top of each page, make sure you enter the case information: petitioner, respondent, other party, and case number. This ensures pages don't get lost or separated from the file. Include your pay stubs from the last 2 months with this form. Include proof of any income earned. Reminder, bring a copy of your last federal tax return to the court hearing. Use black marker to cross out your Social Security number. The next part is about public assistance, spousal support, partner support, pensions, Social Security, disability, unemployment, or workers' compensation. Fill these out only if they apply to you. Section 6, Investment Income. If you have investments, fill in the amounts. If you fill an amount for D, Other, write a description. If you have property, include a separate page that lists the total income earned on the property and expenses. Section 7. Fill out this section if you are self-employed. Include a profit and loss statement for each business or a Schedule C from your last tax return. Section 8. Additional Income. Check additional income if you received extra money in the last 12 months. Write down the amount and where the money came from. Examples: lottery, will, etc. Section 9. If your financial situation has changed significantly in the last 12 months, check this box. Section 10. Deductions. Fill in amounts deducted from your earnings last month, if any deductions apply. If you fill out G, you must write an explanation on a separate page labeled Question 10G. Section 11, Assets. This includes accounts, stocks, bonds, and personal items. Put in the total value for each line listed. That completes page 2 of the income and expense declaration. Turn to page 3. Just like all the other pages, make sure you fill out the case information and case number at the top. Section 12, the following people living with me. You must complete this accurately. Some people hesitate to disclose the income of a new spouse, partner, or roommate because it feels invasive, but the court may require this information. Give information about all persons who live with you: names, ages, how they are related to you, and how much money each person receives before taxes. Also, check yes or no if a person pays you some of the living expenses. This information helps the court understand your financial situation. Section 13, Average Monthly Expenses. This section shows what your estimated monthly expense is. This should accurately reflect the cost of your living expenses. Check the first box if you are estimating expenses, or the second box if actual expenses. Check the third box only if you expect these to be your expenses each month. A1. Check the corresponding box if you rent or own your home. Then write down your monthly payment. A2 through A4. If you have a mortgage, please fill out whichever lines apply to you. B through Q. Fill in the amounts for these lines as they apply to you. If you have listed a child care expense, please be sure to attach proof of that expense, such as receipts, invoices, or other documentation. J through Q. Write the expenses on these lines. A through Q. Add lines, but do not add in mortgage, principal, and interest from line A1. Line R. Put this amount in the total expenses box. S is a monthly household expense not paid by you. Section 14. Installment payments and debts not listed above. Complete this section by listing any other installment payments that were not included in Section 13. Section 15. Attorney fees. If you are represented by an attorney or you have paid money to an attorney, complete this section. If not, leave blank. That completes page 3 of the income and expense declaration. Turn to page 4. As always, make sure you fill out the party information and the case number at the top of the page. If pages ever get separated, this ensures they can be placed back in the correct file. Section 16, Number of Children. Fill in the number of children you have under the age of 18 with the other parent in this case. Estimate the amount of time the children are with you and the other parent. Example, the children spend 30% of their time with me and 70% with the other parent. If unsure about using percentages, use the space provided to describe the parent's schedule for taking care of the children. It's important to note, this section asks for what is actually happening, not what is court-ordered. Sometimes the court order says 50-50 custody, but in practice, one parent may only see the child on weekends due to work or other reasons. Accuracy matters here. And keep in mind, even if the average timeshare percentage is known, it's always helpful to include a brief description of the parenting schedule. Section 17, Children's Health Care Expenses. You'll indicate whether health insurance for the children is available through your place of employment. Check the first box if your workplace provides health insurance for your children. Otherwise, check the second box. Write the name and address of the insurance company in the space provided. Fill in monthly amount you pay or would pay to fully cover the children for health insurance. Do not include costs already paid by your job. Section 18, Additional Expenses for Children. Fill in monthly amounts that apply to your case. Describe educational or special needs. Section 19, Special Hardships. This section is for extraordinary financial circumstances. You must attach documentation if you claim them. List any special hardships for A through C. Fill in monthly amounts that apply. In the second column, fill in the number of months the situation has lasted. If you have minor children from other relationships, list their names and ages in the space provided. If you get child support for these children, fill in that amount. If you filled out lines A, B, and C, space has been provided to explain why it's hard for you to pay expenses. At the bottom of the form, you can provide other information. This is where you can explain anything else the court should know when considering support. This concludes the income and expense declaration form. Thank you for watching. We hope this video helped you understand how to complete an income and expense declaration. If you need more help, you can contact San Bernardino Department of Child Support Services or speak with a legal professional or visit the self-help office at the San Bernardino County Superior Court.